Hello, everybody. Doing a quick live stream tonight. I had a couple people that were interested in getting back together for another little conversation. It was pretty lively last night. A couple of nights ago, we had a lot lively one as well. So I just thought I'd come back in case somebody wanted to finish some topics that we didn't finish covering yesterday. Like I said, I'm tired tonight. School has started here, and so daddy duties call. I'm not sure why my Connie Corso is so energetic today. Look at him. He's just like running around in circles. And my Rottweiler is reacting to his energy. It's Look at him go, man. That's super enjoyable to watch. Oh, I think she. I think she's not halfway not playing and halfway is playing. I'm not sure, but he's taking it all. Yeah, I'm always on guard, guys. So if this is your first time ever seeing big dogs do that, it can be a little bit weird. They're not truly fighting. There's an element I think of, whoa, somebody said kick and punch the dog. No, I'm not kicking and punching my dogs. Staying off the grid. I only step in whenever I feel like they're endangering themselves. Yeah, he's got a lot of energy tonight. And now they burn off that energy. Now they're cooling down for a second. They'll kick back up in a minute. But yeah, man. Happy Friday Junior to everybody. Yeah, she's halfway kidding and halfway. Oh, you need some water, baby. Okay, let's get you some water. Yeah, you gotta keep water for these things, these dogs. They really will dehydrate on you in a minute. So you gotta keep them water. They get super thirsty. He's so thirsty, he's drinking right out of the faucet. You want some water too, Missy? Yeah, everybody's painting. You were thirsty, big boy. Yeah, so we've had a lot of topics lately come up on the channel. Some of them are dog related and some of them are not. Last night, man, we were all over the place. We were talking about recall for dogs. And then for some strange reason, somebody wanted to talk about evolution. So we went down that rabbit hole. And then we went to genetics. So we were all over the place last time. Still fun. It was a lot of fun. Everyone chipped in and we had a good, lively conversation, but a little bit off topic, but it was fun. You get enough water, big boy? Them big old thighs. So y'all that just now tuned in, you missed a whole little bit of a sprinting session and a whole big old debacle they just had. Kendall T. Rottweiler, oh my God, so beautiful. Thank you, Kendall. Bella, all cute dogs. Thank you, Bella. Dylan Gilbert. Happy dogs, yes. Dylan, this is definitely a Connie Corso. He is a Brendel year and a half Connie Corso, and he's got too much energy, so he is doing the most right now. He got the zoomies earlier, so he was like running all over this way, all over the yard, and then she's like, I don't know what her problem was. I think she was just like, she couldn't stand the fact that he was having so much fun, or I don't know what was going on. So then she's like trying to chase him and then like try to pin him down, and I don't know. It was so. Go back and watch the beginning of this stream, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think that was. I didn't jump in because I didn't think they were trying to hurt themselves, but or hurt each other. But it was a little bit. It was on the edge. I'll say it's on the edge. So go back and look and see what you think, because I kind of want to think that she grabbed him by his neck, like while he's blowing past her, and was trying to like clinch hold to his neck. It kind of looked like that, but I don't know if he just broke free or she let go. And actually, let me check his neck, make sure she didn't puncture him. Let me see, big boy. I don't think his neck. I think his neck is okay. But it looked like she had just grabbed him by the neck while he was running 100 miles an hour past her. Vince says, "What's the weight of the Connie Corso?" He's about 130-ish. He's pushing 130. And Bon, do Rottweilers have sensitive stomachs? We have 2 1-year-olds, and it seems like they get loose bowels and vomit off and on. That's a good question, Bon. I don't know if that's true for all Rottweilers. I mean, she likes to eat all kinds of random stuff, so I oftentimes have to stop her from ingesting like rubber and toys and fur. You know, like the stuffing inside the toys. She will actually ingest that, and so I'm always on like trying to stop her, because if they get compacted and get obstructed, oh man, you're talking about a surgical procedure and a lot of issues. So, but as far as what you're saying is sensitive stomach, I don't know that they're any more sensitive than maybe any other dog that I'm aware of. I don't know the answer to that question. I mean, I know that if you switch up their food too quickly, like if you get a new brand of kibble and just like spring it up on them, like the next feeding without blending it, or slowly introducing it to them, they can have like loose bowels. The other thing is they get a hold of like a little chocolate or some candy that you guys left around. Sometimes dogs can get a little something like that, chocolate, and next thing you know, they're pooping everywhere. Vince said my girl is 140. Ooh, yeah. Connie Corsos get big, y'all. They're not a small dog. I mean, they can get up to 160 pounds. Lori, just like my baby, she eats dog poop. Yeah, what is it? Coprophagia? That's what it's called. Vince says, don't let them eat that stuff. Yeah, I know. I try to not. When I see her doing it, I try to stop her from so she doesn't get all backed up. But then I just, you know what? You can't be around them 24/7, and then I know that she's doing it because I'll see her poop in the yard and it's got stuffing mixed in with it. You know. Trin is on. Hey everybody, y'all say hello to Trin. She's Trin, are you a girl? I don't want to mischaracterize you, but Trin's a second grader. Trin will come in and have a wonderful conversation with all these people here. Oh, Dylan, I try, man. I try to learn things here and there. I'm not sure if I'm accurate or not all the time, but I do try, Dylan. Dylan says that I know my terminology. I'm working on it. Oh, okay. Trin's a girl. Cool. So everyone, say hello to Trin. She's a second grader. Is this your second day of school, Trin? And Kitty's here. Are you at work, Kitty, or are you at home? Kitty comes on from work a lot of the times. For bloat. Yes, Vince. I lost a Doberman to bloat and it broke my heart. Yeah, Vince. I feel you on that. Bloat, or the other term for that is I'm trying to blank. You just complimented on my terminology. Now I'm going blank here. It's not gastroparesis. I'm sorry. It's volvulus, and oh man, why am I drawing a blank right now? He's gonna go over there so he can beg for the neighbor to give him a treat. Um, Volvus and gastrodilatation, I believe. I think that's what it is. My brain is kind of not working so well right now. But the issue is, I think what Vince is bringing up. So, and I've talked about this before. Oh, there it is. Dylan says always larger breeds can susceptible to bloat or GVD. So gastric dilatation and volvus. There it is. Okay, GDV. Thank you, Dylan. And Lauren, how do you know if it's bloat? How can you fix it? Ooh, so here's what bloat is. Um, at least the way I understand it is, they'll get their dry kibble, and if they eat a lot of it, and then they drink a lot of water, it becomes like this big old blob in their stomach. And if they come outside right after they've eaten, and then they're sloshing around this heavy stomach with this kibble and water, and if it turns, and that's the volvulus part, if it turns on itself, now you've created a situation where you've obstructed both ends of that stomach, and then from the inside it starts basically bloating. That's where the bloat comes from, and they can actually die if they don't get help from that. Okay, so Dylan's filling in the details. It's a distended stomach. You work for a vet. Okay, so Dylan, how close am I? So yeah, twisted, right? So it just turns on itself, right? So it's like a bag. If you take a bag with full of rocks or something, and you kept swinging it and it flipped over, and you twist the ends. That's what a gastric volvulus. That's what that is, right? It's a twisting of the bowel, and you basically cut off the blood supply on. And of course there's bacteria in there, and so Dylan, correct me if I'm wrong, is it the bacteria that's causing the gas and the bloating itself? I haven't done an extensive study on it, but that's just what I remember. So my understanding is you kind of don't want your dog to eat a bunch of dry kibble and have water, and then immediately go out and start running around and jumping and flipping, and so Dylan says it can be, but it's usually the case. Trend Bill, 4PF Baby J official. Dylan stop the cap. I don't think Dylan's capping on us, y'all. Dylan's looks like he's got it on the money, bro. They can die very easily. Yes. Okay. Yes. Blake Wiggers, is your Corso fixed? Yes, we just fixed him a few weeks ago because we were a little concerned. He's already a year and a half. My wife and I were kind of talking about getting him fixed earlier, but I was trying to give him. So there's a huge debate, y'all, and maybe Dylan can chime in too about this. When do you fix your big breed like a Cane Corso? Because there's some evidence to suggest that having their hormones actually help their development in their bones and things like that. And so a lot of people promote having either not fixing their male Cane Corsos or just waiting a lot longer than a year or two. So, and then there's other people that say, hey, why deal with the extra testosterone load? If you want to have a dog that's a little more mannered and not under the influence of testosterone, always showing dominance and things like that, why have that make it unnecessarily difficult for you and your dog? Go ahead and fix them early. So I don't know. So we waited about a year and a half before we fixed him. So I tried to split the difference. I wanted to get him as much benefit, if there is any benefit with the testosterone, but at the same time we were like, look, this dude was marking around the house, he was getting more territorial. He was really, just every time she'd walk in the room, he'd pee on the couch or whatever, giving all the signs that he must has the runs or something. He's over there he's way over there, guys. I don't know if you can even see him hiding behind I think he's taking a dump. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with him. Speaking of GI system. And so Trin says I can stay longer. Good, Trin. Because your time zone is different from mine, right, Trin? I don't think it's 7:30 where you are. Bon Pon, so scary. Yeah, man, it can be if you're talking about that whole bloat issue. But do you see how she's doing that? Like, it's just like she's kind of taking 120%. And half of it's play. I think some of it's play, but she's almost kind of on the border of taking it too far. tonight. So I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Nobody's hackles are up, so I'm gonna keep an eye. Vents, they blow up and it's very painful and it's $5,000 surgery and not guaranteed. Yes, that's super expensive. And Laura, our dog's sick if they snore. Mine is a staffy cross. Yeah, but no, my dogs snore like that. They snore pretty heavy as well. Storm's dad. Yeah, Trin, you got it. Dylan says if you're going to wait till they are fully grown. Okay. So fully grown, I guess they're grown what after a year or so, or 2 years. No, actually, I think some people say 3 years old is that when they become fully grown. When's your cutoff for when they're fully grown? Kitty, right there. There you go, Kitty. Alpha. So Kitty, so you mentioned Alpha. So this afternoon I was sitting on the couch, and so Alpha was right next to me, right? And so Homeboy was playing with this little squishy thing, flung across the couch right next to Alpha. And so she was like, "Oh, that little toy is right next to me now. It's mine." And she literally stole it from him. So I've had this. I'm sitting right next to him. Oh, I'm gonna film this, and so I cut on the recorder button on my phone, and so I have like this little tiny dog facing off with this massive Connie Corso, and he's just like asking for permission. Can I please have my ball back? And she's like, "No, you can't have it back." So I'm gonna post that video maybe tomorrow. I'll try to edit it a little bit and put a little. I thought it was hilarious to see this little tiny small alpha dog just taking control of this massive 130-pound dog. Dylan says which is Storm and which is Rain. So this is Storm and that's Rain. Yeah, Trin's confirming that. Okay, so actually Trin, you're an hour ahead of us, aren't you? So it should be like 8:30 your time. Trin says I go sleep. Good night, chat. Okay, good night, Trin. Get enough rest so you can do well in school. Okay. Kitty said, "Oh, nice." Mike hinders. Why do you choose fighting breeds when there are so many wonderful breeds, minus all of the risk of attack and hostility, while possessing higher levels of intelligence? Mike, you bring up a good question. Why go for these massive breeds and all the problems that are associated with it? Well, one is interest, right? I mean, so you have to be interested in wanting a bigger dog like this. I mean, we started off having her and her brother. My wife has always wanted Rottweilers because Rottweilers do have a reputation as being good family dogs. They're good with the children. They're good with everyone in the family, and she's turned out to be pretty much like that. Now, you do bring up the issues. Yes, those issues require work. I keep doing this. I keep recording without my microphone with the little fuzzy thing with the wind. So I apologize if the wind keeps blowing, but anyways, yeah, it's they can come with a lot of issues. And then we lost her brother, and so we kind of always wanted to have another big dog because they were so well, they were good together. They were friends, and they tired each other out. They exercised each other. They were, so we were like, why not get another dog so that so she'd have a companion, because Missy doesn't really like to play with them. She's so small that she doesn't want to get hurt. So we wanted to get a bigger breed. And with her being kind of more forward and aggressive, kind of like, with her play and how she is, like we just saw a minute ago, we decided to get a bigger dog, a dog that was going to be even bigger than her, that can kind of handle whenever she's a little bit rough. Like, she doesn't mean to hurt, but if she's just being a little rougher, we wanted a dog that could take the hits and not oh my god, this wind is probably making this stream. I might have to just run inside real quick to grab my little microphone, because I'm quite sure this wind is blowing in the microphone. I hate when it happens. Alyssa says hi, dog. Hey, Alyssa. Dylan Gilbert said large giant breeds reach adult anywhere from 16 to 24 months. Okay, perfect. Trin, yay. Aloha, kitty. Just liked ad sub. Thank you, Aloha Kitty. Awesome. Trenches is okay. I'm getting behind on the comments, guys, so I know y'all were saying the comments when I was talking earlier. Lori says, what about farting? My baby farts up a storm. I don't feed her kibble. I feed her super greens and raw meat mixed with it. Lori, I don't know that you could fix the farts. That that comes with the territory. And again, the bigger the dog, the more fart, you know. They are going at it tonight. Storm! Storm! I don't really particularly like it when she bites his neck like that because she will puncture it. I do try to step in every now and then with that. But the farts, I tell you. So all the dogs sleep in the same room with us. Excuse me, but I have to leave the door open, man, because they will blow out a room. They take turns too. Little one goes first, and the next two, and then they just rotate all the farts in the room. D Monkey, what's going on? Good morning from down under. D Monkey, what's going on? Good to see you again. Exodus 77. Jesus loves you. Believe and you shall be saved. Okay, Viper Kennedy, cute dogs. Thank you, Viper. Dylan, Passion Mike, Passion. Yeah, I think there are people who have like, especially certain breeds. I know like the guy that we um, got him from out of California. That guy is so passionate about the Cane Corso breed, and his mission in life is to make sure that they continue. That line of breed just continues. He just has so much love and passion for it. D Monkey, I don't think 16, 24 months is full grown. Okay, well, what is full grown for you? Kevin Lee, look at that dog. Yeah. Let me see that dog. There you go. Check out this dog, Kevin. There it is. D Monkey, my biggest dog didn't get grown until he was like 4. New York, new spell K-N-E-W, York. In China, we eat these dogs. Oh, really? Are you being funny or are you being serious, New York? D Monkey, in America, these dogs eat you. Okay. Eagles boy, what's going on, man? So, D Monkey. Vince, hey Mike, there's nothing wrong with fighting breeds. It's how they are raised. People like them for protection. Yeah, I agree with that. It's all about how you train your dog. Bun Bun, D Monkey, thank you. Eagle Boys, why am I jot the thing? What? Hey, Wada fam. How much for the dogs? They're not for sale. Eagles Boy, I don't have Mof. Oh, Craig Whaley, cool dogs, nice to watch them play. Dylan, maybe some probiotics mixed in for farts. That's a good idea. Eagles boy talking about, okay, mod. I don't have mods. Cap, I have mod again. Oh, so yeah, no, Eagles, I just let you have mods for that one stream. Lori, I have to leave the whole house open. I bet you do. Eagles boy, somebody, I don't have mod. Yeah, no, I just like I said, Eagles. I had you for mod for the last time, but you left out. I didn't know what the point of that was. So I was kind of like, oh, I guess that's it. Because again, I'm new to giving people mod. I just didn't know what that totally meant. Besides just blocking, I guess, the comments that you don't like, or trolls, which I agree. I think that's helpful. So Lori says Dylan Gilbert was sort of probiotics. Can you recommend? Yeah, what do you recommend? Vince, 2 years for Cane Corso. To be fully grown. Manuel Diaz, hi, nice dog. Oh, Manuel Diaz, can you give me a close up of that dog? Which one, the Cane Corso? Here's the Cane Corso. Here's that big boy. Hey, big boy. Or the Rottweiler. Come here. Come here, Stormy. No, they're trying to play right now. There she go again. I don't know why tonight's a neck night storm. Tonight is like the neck night. Everybody's going for everybody's necks. Storm, give his neck a break. All right, we're gonna have to do something different here. let's do some toys, cause y'all play with that. Better for that than the next. Okay, let me go back to the comments, guys. Okay, so Eagles boy, it's night. Ooh, I'm way behind. Can you give me a close up of that dog? Oh, Manuel, did you get your close up? Eagles boy, it is night there, here though. Huh? Where you at, Eagles? Are you in Philadelphia? By the name Manny 209. Hey brother, I got an American Pit Bull. Nice. What diet do you recommend for my dog? Ooh, hey man, I don't have a pit bull, so I don't know if they're like, is raw diet versus, kibble. But we do high protein kibble. It's the simplest thing for our family right now. I would love to go to a raw. I'd love to add more fresh vegetables and stuff like that in their diet. And I do buy some of that like tuna with carrots and peas in it. That's like a little wet food that I put with the kibble. But we're all about the high protein for them. So I don't know if that's the same. I'm not like I said, I've never had a pit bull American bully like that. So I don't know what they recommend for that. Maybe someone else can chime in. Eagle says that's why it's day there, so I can't stay the whole time. Oh, okay. So your time zone is different. Mike in the Storm, you are very articulate. I'm very impressed with your channel on the short term I've been. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you because sometimes I've been wondering, am I speaking with with clarity? Because my words start to run over each other. But I try. I do my best. Antonio Carlos Silvia in Brazil. Cool. How is things in Brazil, Antonio? Eagle says, I can try to stay more. Okay. D Monkey, you can just give him some plain natural yogurt for some probiotics. I do know people that do that. They give their kids, especially frozen yogurt. I don't know if freezing it will actually break down the probiotics or if they maintain those. So, but I do know people that give their dogs frozen yogurt. Not the sweet. I don't think the sweet kind. They just take the yogurt and just freeze it. And Lori, most probiotics can be found at a pet store. Okay, Eagles boy, it's night here and day there. Dang, they're lovely. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Manwin. Eagles boy, I will try to stay more. Okay. Dylan says, right, the monkey natural insert yogurt is good too. Inserted yogurt is good too? What's that? Oh, unsweetened yogurt. Okay. D-monkey, no probiotics, but we give our dogs. Cod liver. Okay, so the cod liver has what, the omega-3s and things like that in there for the joints? And does that come in like a liquid form, or how do you give that D-monkey? Do you just put it in their food as a like a pill or something? Eagles boy, I'm in Pennsylvania. Oh, okay. So you're in the a year ahead of the Central Time. A year ahead. Oh my God, a hour ahead of us here in Central Standard Time. Vince, they're posturing for dominance. Both are dominant breeds. They will work it out. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing too. I feel like they're halfway playing and they're halfway doing more of the dominant stuff earlier. My kinders, I'd be curious to what breeds of dogs you've had in your life if you would be willing to share. So, Mike, honestly, I have not had a lot of dogs in my adult life. I mean, we've had dogs when I was a kid, but in my adult life, our first dog was oh my God, well, I honestly cannot remember the breed now. It's been almost 20 years now. What y'all help me out? My memory is going crazy right now. But what's the dog that doesn't bark? It has more of a whiny. It's an Australian dog. So D Monkey, you're in Australia. Maybe you can help me out. I remember her name was Sydney, but Lord, I can't think of the breed of that dog. They don't bark. They have a more of a whiny sound. They make noises, but they just don't do a full-on bark. Can y'all help me out with that? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. And then the second dog we had was, I think it was actually Missy, the little dog that we have here. Where's she at? She's probably exploring the yard. But And that's the only, and we would jump from that to the Rottweilers. But I will say between Missy and the Rottweilers, we did a lot of reading because we knew that jumping into a larger breed required much more. And so, I promote that on this channel every time I stream. I always tell people, if you are thinking about bigger dogs, please take some time, watch a lot of videos, and get yourself prepared because you we were talking about having dogs that can be dangerous. These dogs actually can be dangerous. They can be lethal. And so you have to be on your P's and Q's. If not, you can have a serious problem on your hands. So take the time to learn about the breed, learn enough to know how to make sure your dog respects you as alpha. I think that's important. And because if they don't respect you, they are big enough to make their will be done. When you say thy will be done, thy will be done, and they will make sure because they got the power to make it happen. So you got to make sure that they get the impression that they are not allowed to do that to alpha. And once they got that order, once the order is correct in your home, everything, for the most part, you still got to work at other smaller behaviors. But I think the most important thing is these dogs do not see you lower on the totem pole. I have seen what happens when dogs think that you're lower on the totem pole. It's not necessarily a good thing. And I'm getting way behind on these comments. Okay, Eagle Boy, yeah, Eagles Boy, I'll let you have it. But nobody's really messing around now. Nobody's having any problems. Dylan Gilbert, his best terms for quality both are Canadian breeds. Dylan says you can get the omega 3s that was in the capsule form. Eagles boy, don't, what are you acting out for? I got you, bro. D Monkey, caught liver oil. Yeah, just soft coated pills. Cool. Victoria 7, nicely. Oh, Basenji, thank you, Vicky, thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. I wish saw your comment earlier. Yes, it was a Basenji. Thank you. Wow, I tell you, I get 40 years old and I can't remember a, a lot of things. D Monkey Dingo, can I have my Eagles? You have it, bro. You got it. Dog that doesn't seem like a bark is a Basenji. Yes. You guys know it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know any barkers, to be honest with you. But dingoes, okay. No, D Monkey, it's the Basenji. That dog has been known for not having like a true he made noises. Don't get me wrong. There's I don't think there's such thing as a silent dog, But he was like, he just didn't make the normal like oof oof noise. It was kind of a weird little whiny thing that he would do all the time. But very interesting dog, and also escape artist. There was nothing that we ever bought that kept him in his kennel. He would always get out. Dylan says you need to train your chronic horses or they will own you. Facts. You can say that 10 more times on this stream, Dylan. If you don't, Connie Corsos will own you. Mike, you nailed it with the alpha respect regardless. But when there is 96 people, yay, awesome. Why am I not mod? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna see which ones you deleted. What? Hey, Eagles. Well, why did you put D Monkey into timeout? Or it looks like it says that you had put someone in timeouts. I don't know. Maybe he's not. D Monkey, you still there, right? That look cool. Thank you. Oh, okay. Must have been a glitch. Okay. All right. Hey, thanks, D Monkey, for coming. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Cool. We're on the same page. Great. So going back to your dog's owning you. Basenji is not African, not Aussie. Okay. Fix his ear for him. Hey, WK, you're back. Oh yeah, WK, we have talked about the ears things, right? We've already explored that, and I mean, no, not necessarily Eagles. Just I'll give WK a chance. I mean, he's. I don't think he's just. I think he's just re-reminding the conversation about the cropping. And WK is very passionate, y'all, about cropping and docking of ears and tails. So, and I'll just go ahead and say it. My official stance is I typically don't see any value in it, so I don't promote that. I know that my dogs have had that happen to them, but one of the reasons why is he was already done when we didn't have any choice in the matter. Her we did, but at the time we were just kind of new to having dogs, and we're like, okay, sounds good, didn't say anything about it, so we had to educate ourselves on the cropping and docking. In retrospect, I don't think I would have done that. So because in my whole rationale is from the perspective of the dog. I just don't see it doesn't add any value to them. It doesn't help them out in any way. It's just more for a look, which and so anyway, that's the whole discussion. We've had this discussion, I guess, a couple times, but I know WK is pretty passionate about that. Mike and I would be really careful about who you give mod to. There's a channel that I like to watch. Unfortunately, has been reduced to about 6 people that watch this channel thanks to his mods. Ooh, yeah, that's why I was asking about mods. But I think Eagles is on my team. I think he's. I mean, he asked me about at least the other person. So um, some people that get mod for whatever reason let the perceived power go to their head, and that did not apply to anybody in the conversation tonight. I just thought, okay, okay, yeah, no. I mean, Eagles he's been solid so far. So you know, D Monkey, leave them ears alone. They evolve for a reason. Yep, I didn't time out. I promise. No worries, Eagles. I just thought that that's what it had said. Dylan said Shiba Inu is also a lot like Basenji's. Yeah, I've never seen a Shiba Inu. That's kind of new to me. D Monkey, okay, man. All right, have a good one. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Paul Z, your Corso could have lost an ear if it wasn't for his crop. The way your pups play, Corsos play rough and go for the ears. I didn't think about that. I mentioned the tail thing the other day because I felt like the tails could whip things off the table, and I don't think people thought that was a good enough excuse to cut the tails off. Monkey, we got working dogs dealing, and they ain't cropping no issues. Also, sorry, derail. That's all right. We're good. We're all good. I wonder how Carl is doing, man. Were y'all here last night when Carl was on? He had lost his dog, and I don't know, several people come on and they talk about they've lost dogs, and man, that's it gets pretty emotional around here because dogs are like family. His buns, female Rottweiler and male Corso. Yes, that is correct. I got the same duo. Ooh, they get along great and have been some of the most well-behaved dogs I've ever had. Ooh, do you have a YouTube station? His bunnies? What state are you in? Mike, I'm in Texas, Central Texas. Thank you, Eagles. I appreciate you. Eagles said I has awesome dogs, by the way. Thank you, thank you. One whip from a Corso's tail can do some damage. Yes, so Paul, I made that comment, and they were like, "Well, imagine if someone cut off, if you knock something over, they're gonna cut off your hand. I don't know. They just did not take that as a good enough excuse, and I just like, well, okay, well, I'm just letting you know that was one of the things that we did think about. Chica says, "Yo, bro, why ain't I a mod?" Oh, okay. Well, Gigas, you've been around a long time, so I do understand. You've been there on day one, on a lot of my videos. So can I get you on as mod on the next stream? Is that cool? Rokio Lopez, cute. Thank you. Yeah, I want to take it kind of slow because I mean, I think Mike just warned me about maybe not having a bunch of mods because it's got to be real careful. Cause I'm still a I'm still a young channel. I don't have a whole lot of people. I mean, I you know, I didn't hear you. Please repeat. Oh no, Jenkins, I was saying, would you mind being mod for me on my next stream? I'm just saying you've been pretty consistent and very supportive since the beginning. So I don't mind. I don't mind people that I know that are for the channel. I just I don't mind. I appreciate your help anyway. Kitty says, "How hot is it in Texas?" Kitty, it today was hit 100 today. It was pretty bad, and it's been that way for well, it has I don't know if it's been 100 all week, but it's been in the upper 90s. I mean, my grass is starting to really suffer, but it's to be expected. It's August in Texas. So Mike says I had to put my 14-year-old black lab down 2 months ago. Mike, it's rough, man. It is rough. I think we spent most of the second half of that stream last night just kind of sharing each other's sorrows and supporting each other because that's a tough thing to go through. Is this mainly a dog channel, Dylan? Dylan, yeah. So I try to keep my main like videos that I put up and my shorts. They're all dog based. I mean, the station is Storm and Rain, so I try to keep it about them. But my live streams, oftentimes we just get on all kinds of weird topics. We're kind of just hanging out, really, and the dogs are just in the background. But every now and then we talk about some good stuff. I mean, I've got great people that come on too. A lot of people that work for like Dylan and used to work for a vet or still works for a vet, and man, people come in and provide all kinds of great information. So Paul comes in, has a lot of good stuff, man. We just hang out. You know what I'm saying? So his bun says my YouTube channel is gaming, but my girl was thinking of making one for the dogs. How old are your dogs? My Roddy 7.5, and Corso is almost 5.5. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I know Jenkins is he has a gaming station as well. Jenkins plays that. So 3 years and a year and a half. Wow, 100. Okay. Okay, Eagles, we getting there. We getting there. Mike Henders. I'm up in north in Iowa. Okay. So how was the temperatures in Iowa, Mike? I had a streamer someone came on a couple days ago. They were from Ontario, Canada, and they were saying it was 105. And I think everybody in the chat was like, "What? How are you in northern Canada and it's 105 degrees?" Well, Vance, it doesn't bother them at all to put a band on the tail while they're pups. If dog is in the house, it's much better for them to not beat tail on everything in the house. Yeah, Vince, that's exactly what I said. And I guess it wasn't enough for whoever was. I think it was WF that was challenging me. Or I'm sorry, is his name WF? Relaxing Realty Escapes says, "Are you a trainer?" No, no, no. I'm not a trainer. I'm just a regular guy, and I think that's the my selling point on on the station is hey, what can if you're not a trainer, can you still own big dogs and do the right thing and train them appropriately? And so I'm just trying my best to share what it's been like just not having all that. First of all, I don't do this for a living, right? So my full-time job keeps me busy, and my wife still works. We're not retired, and we have kids, and so oftentimes, you don't have all the time in the world to do what I'm doing now or train your dog. So I try to share the tips that we've used even when we have a busy household. So, but no, we're not trainers. Eagle Boy, I gonna donate one day. That is a promise. Thank you, Eagle. No worries, man. I appreciate your help. Dylan says dope. Kitty, dogs are only in your lives for some of our lives, but all of theirs. That is correct, Kitty. Every day. I talked about that before. Actually, I posted a short video where it was a voiceover from Neil deGrasse Tyson, where he just talks about how that one day for a dog, one day a human day is like a week for a dog, And so every moment that they spend with us is a lot longer than what it seems to us. You know, for them, for my dogs to have this much fun this afternoon running around playing, that's like being on vacation for a couple like for like a week's vacation or a half a week's vacation to them, you know what I'm saying? So any little bit of love that we give them, anything that's positive, you know, obviously when they're not hurting themselves, but any little bit that we give them to make their existence good, it goes a long way. So I'm all about it. Mike Hinders, lately it's been in the upper 70s. Okay, so it's like heaven right now in Iowa. Because down here, man, we are waiting for October like nobody's business when it finally cools off to 80. Vince, you must spend time every day with these breeds. Yes, sir. You must spend time every day with it. Yes, yes, you have to. Training is a daily thing with them. Every day has to be something that they are engaged with to maintain your status, maintain those behaviors. And you can tell when you are slacking off, you'll call them and they won't come, or you told them to get off the couch and they just look at you. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when you slack off. And I know I've been slacking off on a couple things. Dylan says, anyone speak metric temps here? Whoo. Oh, Dylan. Yeah, I forgot y'all are metric, right? Us Americans, we have the hardest time getting that 2.2 thing, conversion thing. I just don't think in Celsius. And no, okay, I'll take that back. At work, I do a lot of metric when it comes to measuring things. You know, it's like centimeters and millimeters. We're all about it. I don't use inches and all this stuff in my, in my job. So, Rain, what you see, boy? What you see? That's actually pretty good. He slowed down when I said his name. So he's focused on. Oh, you know what? He sees the neighbors. That's good. Rain. Let's see if he comes back. Come here. Come here. That's the behavior I want. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, that was a good boy. You're a good boy. That's good. Yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna last. No, Storm. Don't you go, baby. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, I'm trying my best to get them to not be so reactive with the neighbors' dogs, because they will just go crazy, barking loud, tearing up the yard, running the fence line backwards and forwards. So I'm trying to get them to be a little bit more tolerant of when the neighbors all go out there and say, hey, look, it's fine to go over there and, no, sir, come back. Good boy, good boy. You know, and the same with my neighbor on this side, too. I don't want them to run over there barking at her every time she comes out, or her husband comes out. So Eagle Boy says, why are your dogs not being active? Well, I mean, it's getting that it's, they've been playing a lot, so they're just chilling. Can you show it? Can you show kids in the stream? What do you mean, kids? My kids? You show your kids in the stream or not? My daughter doesn't like being on camera, man. She doesn't want anything to do. Like, I always ask her, hey, do you want to be? He's already out of the house, so yeah, he's doing great. He's doing good. By him, he's off doing his own thing. Kitty, yep, I saw the same clip. Which one? I'm sorry, I got behind. Was it the one where, the Neil deGrasse Tyson one? Cool, thanks for watching that. Sun Moon says, hi, what's going on, Sun Moon? Hope I caught you before you headed out. Vince, never put your children online for any reason. Too many weirdos. Yeah, no, I try to protect my kids. But, if she wanted to be like a camo in a video or something like that, but nah, she didn't want to have anything to do with it, so I try to keep her off. Eagle Boy, can you shoo your kids in the stream or no? No. Mike Offshore Former, which dog is stronger? This boy here, Mike. He's got the muscle. Appraise. Daddy's back. What's going on? What is going on? Mike Henners, do you have a typical schedule on when you do your live so I can look you up? Mike, I have been kind of blasting the lives lately. I hope I'm getting behind the comments, so I hope I'm not way too far where hope you're still around. But I've been trying to play catch up, so I've been streaming a lot lately. But I try my best to make for sure Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings be my time to live stream because it's the weekend. I'm not working at those times usually, so that's kind of my go-to times. And I do it in the mornings, like 7 or 8 in the morning. But every now and then I'll try to come out in the evening after I get home from work if the dogs want to come out and play. I just think it's cool to talk to people and have a good conversation. And but sometimes work is rough and wifey needs to talk and kids and so it's just like I just like, all right, dogs, give y'all some hugs and give you some pig ears and have your dinner and go to bed. What do you do for work? Dylan, I work at a hospital. And then Eagles boy says, can you show your kids I'm a stream? What? Eagles, don't think that's a good idea for anyone. Yeah, Eagles, no. You're making me concerned, Eagles. You're asking about my kids, man. And Paul says, after storm and rain are no longer in this world, what would be your next breed? Ooh, Paul, that's a good question. I don't know, man. Paul, I'm gonna tell you. I honestly kind of feel like I may take a break for a minute. It all depends on life circumstances, job, and there's a lot of things that depend on what's that on your back, Lewis. Um, there's a lot depend. I think I may take a break for a minute, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because having dogs is a lot of responsibility, and they're like babies, right? They need you around 24/7 almost, or they need care all around the clock. So when it comes to traveling, doing the things that you want to do, sometimes you always have to consider, hey, how many hours have I been out with my dogs being home by my Rain? Nope, no sir. Come here. Rain, get back. So he's kind of trying to see those other dogs, but he's going around the house. Come here. Come here. So, I kind of wondered what it would be like just to not have to do all the arrangements. So I actually may take a break. And then if I come back to it, I think I like having big breeds. And I think if I were retired and had all the time in the world, I think I'd love to have more than one, either more than one Rottweiler or more than one Connie Corso. One of the two. I think I'd have fun doing that. Eagles boy, Eagles boy, your love kind of cutting out. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? No, I just straight went over what I said. Oh, what happened? Appraise, did I miss what you said? That's wild. Hey, who's this eagle guy? Looks like he want to fight me. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Okay. Mike Offshore, thanks for the response. I have an Italian Mastiff as well. Cool, Mike. So you have one of these big boys. His buns. Can you see how genuine you are with your dogs? I'm going to give you a sub, sir. Thank you so much, his buns. Jenkins, hi. Appraise. Okay, I don't think I ever seen a mod ask to see someone's kids, and I'm can here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little concerned, appraised, and what do I do? Oh my God, is this Jenkins guy? No, hey, praise. Jenkins is cool, man. Jenkins is cool. I praise because I'm the best. I'm already here. You don't kind of keep me sort of warm, Jenkins. Best of luck from Jersey. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. We needed to do repeat last night. No, hey, a praise. You and Jenkins don't get into any spats tonight. You're behind for the comments. I know, Eagles. I'm trying to catch up. Ask about a grown man's kids as well. No, I'm feeling that. Sorry, I'm making you nervous. Yeah, Malinois. Anyone? I've had some people on here, Dylan, that have Malinois. Jenkins, what's the funny joke? He's behind in the comments. Yes, I'm catching up, guys. I promise you, I'm gonna catch up. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. If you take a break, me and you will be sad. Okay. Yeah, kinda. Matthew, what happened to your friend with the Volkswagen? Mike Henders, thank you so much. Mike gave me some money for my dog's treat. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thanks, Mike. Mike Henders. Yes. Mike Henders, I appreciate your channel and just send you a dollar. Thank you so much. No big deal. Just want you to know how I appreciate your information today. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you. Hope all is see you online some in the weekend. Yes, I hope to see you too, Mike. I think tomorrow's gonna be a me day, me and the dogs, and maybe a little bit of television. But thank you so much for the. Is it called a donation or is it super chat, y'all? Thank you so much for it. I appreciate you. That is a big deal, bro. It feeds his pet. Yes, it is a big deal. I agree, Praise. I think every little thing that it helps, right? Nothing's little. It's all big. So even your presence being here, I appreciate it. It's called a super chat. Thank you, Eagles. Thank you for your super chat. Brand Darvin, your dog is so cute. Thank you, Brand. Yeah. Finally got caught up with the comments. Sorry about that. It's the problem is that it's easy to get caught up in a topic that we were talking about. You're addressing something, and then or you're trying to give your best opinion about something, then you start getting behind. But I do appreciate everyone's comments and everyone's support. So it's great. Mike says I have a Napoleon Mastiff. Love it. Great family dogs, but have the switch to turn it on when need to be around strangers. Epic. Just subscribe to you. But thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you for subscribing. So yeah, so that's the thing with these big dogs, man. That's why I say they're kind of dangerous because if some big dogs, some people have Rottweilers I've seen that are super friendly to everybody. You walk in, the first thing they want to do is be petted, and the people that take their Rottweiler to the gym, and my Rottweiler is not like that. She is like, if you're not family, then you're gonna get the barking treatment, and you'll get everything. But he's a little bit better, on one-on-one, or if I take him out the house, out of his territory, he's pretty cool with people. The prices I'm quoting that. What are you quoting? What did I miss? I missed it. Tires and Chicago Aviation. Is that a Corso? Yes, it is. Appraise, you should have one of those ASMR feeding and washing them. Hey, Appraise, I did one. I did an ASMR with him washing him, but it didn't really get a whole lot of views on that. So I'm like, okay, well, you guys don't want to see that, then I'll just keep trying. If so, Paul says, if I may request, one day you should do a breakdown of how much these dogs cost monthly, food, toys, insurance, etc. It gives me future owner the perspective that these types of dogs are so expensive. Okay, Paul, I'm a little bit afraid to do the math. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Paul. I am afraid of reality when it comes to how much I spend for these dogs. I am. I don't know if I would be happy to see those numbers myself. I think it's a good thing to bring up because you're right. People do need to know. And I'm a little bit extreme because I've said this before. I actually hire someone throughout the day to come check on my dogs while I'm at work, because if we're at work for 12 hours, I think that's a long time for a dog to be alone. And occasionally I've been putting him in the kennel parts of the day just to kind of reduce his access, and that was all a part of his marking and territorial stuff. So I can't have them in the kennels that long. I don't think that's good for them. So I actually hire somebody to come twice a day, and they do a great job of exercising them while I'm at work. They check on them, and you can imagine that that's not cheap. Okay, so that alone is a cost. Not everyone does that. I know. I don't think Ozzy the Connie Corso has anything like that going on. I think she just lets her dogs, come and go freely, but it's expensive. And then when you're talking about the food, we unfortunately I've been burying my head in the sand when it comes to how much we spend on what is the service? I'm sorry, the dog food service that drops off at your door. Oh my God, why can I not remember this stuff? What is it called? The service that drops off the food. That bill is just, it's astronomical because we have two big high protein bags, and then we also buy the supplements from them, the packets, the wet foods with the, like I said, the tuna and all the carrots and things like that. That's separate, and then we buy them constantly. We buy them chew toys all the time, just so that they don't tear up our house. We look at him inching his way over there. He's slowly inching. But then we buy them like those chew bones or in the pig ears. The pig ears are great, guys. I mean, that's the one thing we use every single day is the pig ears, especially when we get ready to leave to go out somewhere. before we leave, I'll go grab some pig ears, give them to them, and they'll chew on that on the couch for like 10 minutes. Hey, come here, Rain. Rain, come here, buddy. That's a little bit better than the other. Okay, what's going on? Eagles stops talking his backyard. Nice backyard. Thanks, I appreciate you, Eagle. You said he's 1.5. He could get a good amount more muscle before he's dying. Yes, that is true. He's not done. My big guy between 2 and 3. Yes, he's still got a little bit more growth. I don't know how much bigger he's going to be, but I know his brother. His name is Listo, and his brother is, I want to say 160 right now, or getting, no. That sounds like an exaggeration, but I know he's about 20 pounds or so more heavier than he is, and so I don't know if he'll reach his brother's size, but he's got the genes for it. He's definitely got the genes. Praise says Eagle stop. Okay, by the way, nice. Praise does. He tells the Eagles to stop, then he goes, by the way, nice backyard. Thank you. Oh man, that's the other thing. Back to Paul's point about money. So everything you see here, I know it doesn't look like the best, but what you see here is not what this house came with. This is topsoil and sod. As much as the sun has beat up most of my sod, all that you see here is sod. Meaning that, and the reason why is because I wanted my dogs not to be stepping in a bunch of sand and sticker burrs. So that was an additional cost, right? Now you can say, well, that's not really all for your dogs. It's, you're going to be out here in your back. Yes, that's true. That's true. But there's a strong motive. Having the dogs was a motivation for me getting that project done. And I don't know if you've ever have anybody come in with topsoil and then, and put down sod, because the thing about it with sod, you don't just put sod and topsoil, you have to put irrigation, right? So I had to buy irrigation lines and stuff like that. I'm telling you, and then the water bill to water all this stuff, the list goes on. Paul, I'm afraid to do the math. Maybe I'm crazy, but Paul, I'm afraid to do the math. I mean, reality may hit me too hard. Oh man, his bun says he may be 160 like you were estimating. My guy got the 171, but he was over 171, but he was overweight. He's at 152 now. At vet for routine checkups yesterday, and they said he's perfect and looks great at 152. Right, he may. I'm not gonna be mad at him if he gets that big. He's fairly lean now, so yeah, I definitely want to keep him lean. I don't want him to be, like you said, 170 pounds and kind of overweight, because I don't want to have all the the joint issues and all the problems with being overweight and health concerns. So yeah, I want him to be his size that he's supposed to be, but I want to keep him lean. So she's kind of in that predicament right now. I think she's kind of got a lot of kind of osteoarthritis development going on, and so I've been trying my best to try to lean her out a little bit. So I've kind of cut back on a lot of the treats and a lot of the softer type stuff. Give her more just the kibble. I still give her some of the soft stuff too, but occasionally. But I've been trying to reduce the amount of calories that she's eating, and making sure she's got the nutrition she needs, but also trying to slim her down just a hair, so it's not so much on her joints. And she's doing okay right now, but I think she still could probably use a little bit of weight loss. I mean, you look at her. I mean, you probably can't see. She should probably have to stand up. With him, you can see where he has that nice little slender area here where his hips, fill out. So he's good. He's really good. But she could probably use a little bit of weight loss. Appraise says Berthas. Gujar group. What is the stronger, the Corso or the Roddy? Corso, much stronger. Appraised King. Yes. Gujar group. You should breed these two breeds. Would be amazing mix. I currently have an American Staffy. No. So both of my dogs are fixed. We wasn't going into that whole breeding game. I thought about maybe using his semen to for breeding and sell that, but I just man, guys, I don't have enough time for that. See, that's why it'd be cool to retire And then you could do all that stuff and get full kennels and all. It's that's a lot of work that I just couldn't make happen. So I settle for happy, settled, well-adjusted family dogs right now. That's why I just got them neutered and spayed, and we're just having a good time as a family. That's where we are. But yeah, these guys are wonderful to have. But Paul reminded me that you have to dig deep in your pockets, dig a little deeper in your pockets. Fair play, brother. Amazing dogs. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Hope you guys enjoy your walk pace. Uh, your walk pace. Ooh, some big old bug was trying to jump on me there. What is that? Oh, my Rottweiler got the bug. What was that? Oh, maybe that's a cicada, I think. She got her cicada. I think those things are kind of tasty. His bun says my Roddy got hip dysplasia, but we caught it early, and she's on a prescription supplement and doesn't act like she's got it at all. Really? Got her down to 93 pounds to help with the hips. Okay, so yeah, I think you're on the same page as I am on that. What kind of medication did you get for her? Because we have the anti-inflammatory, like the ibuprofen, or it's called carboprofen for dogs, but it's basically ibuprofen. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medication. But we give that to her just to kind of help her get going. But is that the same thing that you're giving your dog for the hip dysplasia? Yeah, they must have took care of that cicada. It's summertime in Texas. We have those things everywhere. Yeah, they must have took care of that cicada. Little snack. Got him a little extra protein tonight. We were talking about food. There you go. My dogs eat cicadas. There's my big boy. Honestly, guys, I'm really pleased with his recall tonight. It's not instantaneous, but it's good enough for me. I stopped him midway here to go before he went to see the neighbor's dogs. At least 3 times on the live stream, I've called him back. So I've actually am pretty happy that his recall is a little bit better. Yeah, now the cicadas are really starting to. Maybe they're all protesting the death of their their family member. Can y'all hear them in the background? They're all like having a memorial service. Oh, Lil Ray was a good cicada, but that Rottweiler ate him. Oh man, let me be quiet for all them come down and start attacking me. Oh man, yeah. His buns. I want just try to see what kind of medication that they have your dog on. I think that's be cool to know that. So when I took her, excuse me, when I took her to the vet for the hip issue, they did X-rays on her, and we looked at the joint, because in hip dysplasia, what happens is that, so you know how the joint is like a ball, and then a socket on top of it, and so that socket holds that ball in, has edges on it, hold the ball, excuse me, holds the ball in there. But as hip dysplasia, I think it flattens out, and so the ball can slip out of that socket. Okay, so and of course it causes all the inflammation and pain and all that good stuff. So it's kind of like an osteoarthritis thing going on. Okay, oh, his bun says it's called Dosaquin, advanced supplement. The vet has to just prescribe it. Before she got it, there were visible discomfort for her and slow movement, but a week after she got on it, it was and it's a daily pill. Dasaquin. Okay, I'm gonna look that up actually. and asked my vet about it. Hunter Hornby, my 6-month-old cousin is coming tomorrow for the weekend. Hunter, you got a 6-month-old cousin? Is that you just talking about? You just got conversation about your Hunter? Are you in grade school or what? His bun says it was incredible. Actually, could believe she's got to take it every day for the rest of her life, but it's well worth it. And it's only about 85 bucks for a 60-day supply. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Thank you so much, his buns, for saying that. I'm gonna look that up and maybe inquire about that because the anti-inflammatory works okay. I mean, I give her sometimes half a pill and that's enough to keep her out of pain. But you can tell. So guys, if you do have a dog and your dog is panting, when they shouldn't be just sitting there just oftentimes that's a sign that they're in pain. So a lot of times when she's panting like that, I just go grab her anti-inflammatory. But usually in the mornings before she wakes up, I'll try to give her a little something to help her through the day. And right now she's fine. But that's how, like if it's osteoarthritis type stuff, that's how it is, right? It's rough getting up, but then but once they get going throughout the day, they're okay unless they sit down again. So Hunter says yes, 11th grade, cool. So you're going into 11th grade, and so you got what 2 more years before you retire? Retire? Oh my God! You can tell I'm ready to retire. 2 more years before you graduate, and then T March and 3 says, "Oh, thank you." His bun says, "Yes, sir, absolutely. Hope it helps it if your girl like it. Did for mine. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out because quality of life matters, and I know if we suffer as humans with osteoarthritis and even rheumatoid type arthritis, any type of joint inflammatory things can be quite unpleasant. So I can imagine what she's going through, and I hate that she's kind of experiencing that at 3. Most of those things you think about but Rottweilers can get hip dysplasias even early. And honestly, I think her mother had it. I don't think the our breeder was aware that it was what that was, but so I think there may be some genetic link there. No, because in a special needs class, so I can stay in my school until 21. Okay, cool, Hunter. Well, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you enjoy watching my puppies. Jordan Snyder says, "Wow, cool, man. What you talking about, the Connie Corso or the Rottweiler? Well, she's kind of off in the distance now. You barely see her. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out there because I lose I lose my Wi-Fi and it starts getting pixelated and people don't like that. I found out that people don't like that. Uh, Hunter says I love pups. Cool, Hunter. Do you have a dog, Hunter, or would you like a dog? Dasequin. Yeah, I'm sorry, his buns. I'm still thinking about the Dasequin. I'm gonna ask. I don't know when her next appointment is. Probably she should probably be seen in probably 2 or 3 weeks because we were running out of carboprofen anyway. It'd be a good time to have that discussion. So Hunter says yes, 1-year-old rescue pup named Shadow. Cool. Mary E. Herbert Photography says cutie. Thank you, Mary. So Mary, I have 2 big dogs. I have a Connie Corso and I've got a Rottweiler that you can just barely see hiding behind my chairs over there. And I also have a small one, a little tiny one. She's a mix. Her name is Missy. So Missy's in the house right now, chilling with mom. I think her mom is working. Yeah, she works at a school, and I'm telling you guys, those teachers, man, and educators and administrators, whew, man, they work way too much, y'all. I know some of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Those administrators are always it's like they are never not thinking about school or thinking about, you know, what copies they need to make or what adjustments. And it's a thankless job, but you know I don't want to embarrass her or anything, but there she is working right now. Oh man. Hunter says my soul dog Finn, who passed, was A Connie Corso. Oh, you had a Connie Corso. Renee Harris. I have a Corso as well. She's been having eye issues. Any point? Ooh, Renee. I'm not a veterinarian or work for a vet or anything like that, but I'm sure that there's probably a little bit more information that needs to be gathered to kind of know what's going on with your dog, or there's so many things that could happen. Do you mind maybe sharing a little bit more information? Because I know there's a couple people here on the stream that work for veterinarians that maybe could offer. Because there's been a lot of great advice on this stream, y'all. So um, if you have more details, can you share that with us? And maybe someone can chime in. Oh, Hunter, you were saying that was your teacher's? I just got to see her after school and weekends. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Well, that means your teacher had a friendly Connie Corso. Renee, I think it's cherry eye. Okay, how it's clear fluid coming out. You think it's cherry? So, I've heard of people having or dogs having cherry eye, and that sounds like I think that's a surgical procedure, and I think that's more of like an allergic thing. Thank goodness he's never had cherry eye, so I don't have that experience. But I don't think I wonder if there's anyone on the chat that has a little bit more information than I have about cherry eye. But my understanding, I think that is a surgical thing. They have to surgically remove that. But if anyone knows, please chime in. Renee's asking about cherry eye for you said it's Connie Corso. Yeah, no problem. Hey, Renee, anything that we can do to help as a community, I'm all about it. Like I said, I'm not a dog trainer or an expert or any veterinarian, so I do deal with human health. That's part of my job, but I mean, I'm not well versed when it comes to animals. His buns, enjoy the stream. I definitely catch more. Hope you have a good. Hey, his buns, thank you so much. You've been awesome, and I will definitely ask about the Desiquin. I believe is what you said. I have it on the chat, so I'll look. I'll make sure I get the spelling down. Desiquin. So thank you so much. Yeah. No problem, Renee. I put it out there and see what we have. I think is anyone here still? Who was on the chat earlier that worked for a vet? Was it? Trying to find him. I think Dylan Gilbert was, but I think Gilbert. I think he's already off the stream. Or Dylan. I'm sorry, Dylan Gilbert. I think he's off the stream already. Makoza, Makazo. I have a 6-month Connie Corso. She got pregnant by accident. Anybody can help. Ooh, a 6-month-old Connie Corso getting pregnant. Ooh, I think I would be inclined to ask my veterinarian if that's possible. If the dog can carry the puppies. That seems incredibly young. Can you pet me for just once? JK, do you want to pet the Conde Corso? He'll appreciate it. There you go. Renee said, wow. Renee, are you talking about the 6-month-old getting pregnant, I guess is... Oh, here comes the mosquitoes, guys. Yes. Yeah, I really recommend that you take them into the vet and to make sure that, because you don't want to lose the puppies, and you probably don't want to lose your dog in the process either. Can anybody help? Yeah, if anyone else has some information, let me know. There's about 98 people still on the stream, so there may be some more vet people here or some professionals. No problem. Is it IK? I'm sorry, I thought that was a J. My eyes are deceiving me. IK. No problem. Yeah, they're getting tired. It's almost bedtime, isn't it? It's almost time to go get some sleep. Yeah, I mean, that's the best. I'll hang on for a while. Hopefully, I can get an answer. Yeah, I'm with you. And Macazo. I can also, I don't know. Do you have a YouTube station or any way that I could we can I can communicate with you like on your channel or something like that? Because if I get another answer, maybe I can maybe put a comment on your page or something like that. And the other thing you can do is if you can come back on to another stream, if no one's here that's kind of got that experience, just try to come on because there invariably there's always some dog enthusiasts slash veterinarians or vet tech or people with more experience than me when it comes to dog health and that are usually jump on the stream. So if I'm on and you happen to catch on or happen to catch it, just come on and see if we can ask the question and just kind of use the crowd wisdom, I guess. Nothing wrong with crowd wisdom. But anyway, if no one's answering, is it Makazo or Makazo? I'm trying to say your name, Makazo. If not, can you just leave me a comment on something where I can find you? And if I get an answer, I can click on your like your thumbnail or whatever, and then kind of type what I find onto your page or somewhere like that. I feel like it's such a one-way system when it comes to live streams, except for when you guys are typing. But but in order to get feedback later on, it's a little bit harder unless you're just typing on each other's pages. Renee Harris says, "How old are your fur babies?" So Renee, my Connie Corso is a year and a half, and my Rottweiler is 3 years old, and my Puggle, Beagle, Peagle, whatever mix is 12 years old. So yeah, and of course the little one's the alpha. I have a video making fun of her being out, not making fun of her, but just kind of dramatizing her being the alpha. And I'm gonna put another one up tomorrow where she has a discussion with this Connie Corso. So you got this little bitty tiny dog telling this big Connie Corso what to do and what he can't do. So I think it's hilarious. But I'll try to put that up tomorrow if I get around to. Yeah, I'll put up tomorrow. And then I'll come back live stream on Saturday morning. So Makazo, if you are not able to, thank you so much, Renee. You're awesome. Thank you for subscribing. But Makazo, if you are able to come back Saturday morning or Sunday morning, please come back and we'll try to ask that question with the audience and we'll see if we can get you an answer. And in the meantime, I can also maybe do some, like I said, I got some friends that are big enthusiasts with dogs, and so I can ask around too. So to get you an answer, Renee Harris, hello. It's always the little dogs bully. Yeah, it is right. But Renee, you know what? It has to be that way because if they don't get the respect from the bigger dogs, then they get trampled on. So the bigger dogs have to be aware of their presence and they have to watch out for them. So my dog is constantly saying, "Look, I'm alpha, and you will respect my space, and don't step on me, and don't hurt me," kind of thing. So, but y'all, it has been a wonderful time talking with y'all. Thank you guys for the conversation. Thank you for all the engagement. Thank you for the questions. I will definitely be back on Saturday morning and or Sunday morning so that we can continue the fun and y'all can watch my dogs a little bit more in the daytime while they're doing stuff and not just laying around and panting. So thank you guys for coming on. Jenkins, hey man, Jenkins, I promise. Next, you're up. You're up. You are definitely up. I'm gonna rotate the mods because so people don't get too out of shape there. So yeah. So yeah, I'll rotate the mods because you've been solid, bro. I appreciate you for your support. All right, Renee, thanks for everything. Thanks for everybody's subs tonight, and thanks for everybody's thumbs up. I love y'all pretty much. Thank y'all so much. Tina Williams, my girl is named Rain. Your dog, your girl dog. Tina's like, you're not going anywhere. I got a comment for you before you go. Yeah, and it's spelled the same as my dog, Tina. Oh. That's awesome. What kind of dog is it? And I'm back. And so everybody's coming back. I was actually appraised. I was trying to go ahead and kind of shut it down a little bit so my dog, because they're just laying around in the grass right now, and then it's getting dark. Part pit, part mastiff. How interesting. So Rain is kind of a popular name for bigger dogs. Oh no, don't do that again tonight, guys. Oh man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey guys, I'm gonna do my countdown, okay? Five, four, three, two,